Hello girls and boys, welcome back to Read Me a Story and greetings from Hong Kong. I'm Kozyra and this is my book. I wrote it and it's called Tips and Tidbits for Parents and Teachers. So this is for your moms and dads to read. It will help them to help you at school, and it tells them all about the things I learned in my 50 years of teaching in the classroom. They can get it from amazonbooks.com. And greetings also to my grandchildren, Max and Theo and Josephine, Charlotte, Penelope, and Simon. Girls and boys, I'm going to read you a very interesting, very lovely book today called The Gruffalo's Child by Julia Donaldson. Remember, I read The Gruffalo. And when I took that book to my grandchildren this summer, they had it memorized. They knew it off by heart. And I told them that I would be putting this one on. So here we go. The Gruffalo's Child. The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep dark wood. Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will be after you. I met him once, said the Gruffalo. I met him a long, long time ago. What does he look like? Tell us, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? I can't quite remember, the Gruffalo said. Then he thought for a minute and he scratched his head. The big bad mouse is terribly strong and his scaly tail is terribly long. His eyes are like the pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than wire. One snowy night, when the Gruffalo snored, the Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. The Gruffalo's child was feeling brave, so she tiptoed out of the Gruffalo cave. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. Into the wood went the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh ho! A trail in the snow. Who is this trail? And where does it go? A tail poked out of a log pile house. Could this be the tail of the big bad mouse? Out slid the creature. His eyes were small, and he didn't have whiskers, no, none at all. You're not the mouse. Not I, said the snake. He's down by the lake, eating Gruffalo cake. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh ho! Marks in the snow. Whose are these claw marks? Where do they go? Two eyes gleamed out of the treetop house. Could these be the eyes of the big bad mouse? Down flew the creature. His tail was short, and he didn't have whiskers of any sort. You're not the mouse. Too-hoo, not I. But he's somewhere nearby, eating Gruffalo pie. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh ho! A track in the snow. Whose is this track, and where does it go? Whiskers at last, and an underground house. Could this be the home of the big bad mouse? Out slunk the creature. His eyes weren't fiery, his tail wasn't scaly, his whiskers weren't wiry. You're not the mouse? Oh no, not me. He's under a tree, drinking buffalo tea. It's all a trick, said the buffalo's child, as she sat on a stump where the snow lay piled. I don't believe in the big bad mouse. But here comes a little one out of his house. Not big, not bad, but a mouse at least. You'll taste as good as a midnight feast. Wait, said the mouse. Before you eat, there's a friend of mine that you ought to meet. If you'll let me hop onto a hazel twig, I'll beckon my friend so bad and big. The Gruffalo's child unclenched her fist. The big bad mouse, so he does exist. The mouse hopped into the hazel tree. He beckoned, then said, "Just wait and see." Out came the moon. It was bright and round. A terrible shadow fell onto the ground. Who is this creature so big, bad, and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous, and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as a boulder. "The big bad mouse!" yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. "Ha ha! Oh ho! Prints in the snow! Whose are these footprints, and where do they go?" The footprints led to the Gruffalo's cave, where the Gruffalo's child was a bit less brave. The Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored. And the Gruffalo snored and snored and snored. Wow, what a lovely story. And I bet my grandchildren will have that memorized in no time flat as well. Girls and boys, this is a lovely book and I love the repetition in it. Aha, oh ho, marks in the snow. It's always fun when things are repeated. Girls and boys, I hope you enjoyed that story, and we'll see you next time for Read Me a Story. Bye for now.